You're watching Football Daily, and here's this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We've asked you guys to keep an eye out for any transfer rumours and to tweet them in. So if you'd like to be involved next week, follow us on Twitter and hit us up with the hashtag TransferTalk to me, Joe Tomlinson, or the Football Daily account. We're kicking it off today with some breaking news that's coming out of Germany, where numerous media outlets, including Bild, are claiming that Pierre Emerick Aubameyang has today asked to leave Borussia Dortmund. The Gabonese striker has reportedly held personal meetings with Thomas Tuchel, who could be on the way out himself by the way, and Hans-Joachim Watzke, amid reports that PSG are ready to bid £60 million. The French giants won't be the only super club bidding though, with Man City and Real Madrid also interested. However, both could be put off by his massive €270,000 per week wage demands. But where do you guys think Aubameyang will end up? Vote in the poll right now. Whilst Pep may miss out on PEA, it's clear that he's still going to splash the cash this summer and is on the verge of agreeing deals for 3 players according to the Times. After already signing Monaco winger Bernardo Silva for £43 million, rising to over 60, Pep has shifted his attention onto fullback Benjamin Mendy for £50 million and Benfica goalkeeper Ederson for a reported £45 million, which would be a world record for a goalkeeper. Kyle Walker is also in Pep's sights, but the boys over at Euro Football Daily will be covering all of the big Man City moves in more detail in tomorrow's transfer review, so make sure you check that out for more information. Now over to the red side of Manchester, where Over or Underman tweeted in to suggest we talk a bit about the transfer dealings of Ander Herrera. That's because the Telegraph this morning claimed that the 27-year-old has rejected a proposed move to Barcelona to link up with his former boss Ernesto Valverde and will instead sign a new contract at Old Trafford. United's player of the season is set to begin talks with the club over a deal later this week that may even see him become the Red Devils' next captain once Wayne Rooney moves on this summer. From Manchester to Arsenal, and prepare yourself, because Arsene Wenger has officially signed a new 2-year deal at the Emirates. The Frenchman met with Stan Kroenke and agreed terms. But before Arsenal Fan TV go into complete meltdown, he might not be the only contract extension at the Gunners, with the Mail claiming that the club are finally ready to buckle and agree to Alexis Sanchez and Mesut Ozil's £280,000 a week wage demand. Despite these new contracts being on the table though, it remains unclear whether the pair will stay, with Bayern Munich, PSG, Man City and Man United all interested in the players. Sticking in London now, we head to Chelsea, where the Blues have reportedly made tentative inquiries into Bayern Munich centre-back Jerome Boateng. The Daily Mail believe that Conte wants at least one centre-back, however is well aware that the German does not want to leave and that Ancelotti has no interest in selling him. Because of this, Chelsea's focus remains on Virgil van Dijk, who would cost around £50 million, with Southampton well aware that the Dutchman wants to leave at the earliest opportunity. Now for some more breaking news, as Roma's head coach Luciano Spalletti has officially stepped down just 2 days after leading the club to a second place finish. Despite leading the club to their highest ever points tally and goals scored, it doesn't come as much of a surprise, after it became public knowledge that the 56-year-old was no longer happy at the club about 2 weeks ago. Spalletti has been linked to several jobs already, with Inter Milan apparently in talks with the Italian over a 4-year deal at the San Siro. Just before we head to our next transfer story, make sure you get your questions in for our Sunday Q&A in the comments right now, using the hashtag SundayVibes, or you're much more likely to be featured if you send a video question to our Facebook page, The Football Daily. There's a link on screen now and in the description. Spalletti isn't the only manager who is leaving his job though, with Bild claiming today that Thomas Tuchel has officially walked out the door at Borussia Dortmund. Him and his team are apparently going to receive €2.9 million each in compensation, however it remains unclear where Tuchel's future lies. BVB have also reportedly approached Julian Nagelsmann over the vacant position, however he is said to have turned it down, and Lucien Favre now seems to be the favourite to take over. Back to Italy for our next story though, where Calcio Mercato are claiming that AC Milan are growing increasingly frustrated with goalkeeping prodigy Gianluigi Donnarumma. The 18-year-old has just 1 year left on his current deal and has so far refused to sign a contract, with agent Mino Raiola stating he is reviewing his future plans. Man United, Real Madrid and Juventus are all interested in Donnarumma, and it is no surprise, as the Wonder Kid has already made over 80 appearances for the club. Come on Mino, let's do some more business, my son. And finally, the Red Devils are apparently interested in Inter Milan winger Ivan Perisic for £48 million, according to Tutto Mercato. They claim that Mourinho has already been in contact with the 28-year-old's agent, who is desperate to get his client the big move to England. But to make this rumour even stranger, they also claim that Inter want over £60 million for the Croat. But in my opinion, there is absolutely no way in hell that is happening. But do you agree with me? Vote in the poll right now.
So we hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to check out more of our videos, then click here on screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get on our Snapchat and our Twitter.